Hello. Welcome to the Bill Russo YouTube channel. Our program today is from Tales of Tomorrow. It is titled, Ahead of His Time. It was episode 41 of Season 1 from July 18, 1952. Paul Tripp stars as a man who has invented a time machine. It takes him from 1952 to 2052, and he wants to stay in 2052 forever. But there's a problem.
The world is about to end.
Paul Tripp, the star of this episode, was a pretty busy actor in the 1950s. Today, he is probably best known as the creator of Tubby the Tuba and His Friends. Here now, from Tales of Tomorrow, is Ahead of His Time.
Oh, the bums. That's getting to be more of a mess every day. Oh, hi there. Sam Whipple's my name. You've probably never heard of me. I don't know why you should have. I'm just an ordinary fella, same as you. Got my little dreams, I've got my little fears. I see a sign, keep off the grass. Well, I keep off. No, wait a minute, there is something different about me. You see, I invented a time machine. That's right. Right now you're looking at a real bona fide time traveler. I admit it sounds fantastic, but it's really true. Let me see now. Anyway, I invented this time machine. It was crude, but effective. And my story begins in the city of New York, in the office of a great scientist and world citizen, Dr. Jarvis, about 100 years from now, in the year 2052. In the year 2052, the whole world stood at the edge of doom.
Oh, Mary, any further word?
Yes, Father, from Nomura and Dr. Krolenko.
What do they say?
From Nomura. Staff and myself have checked and rechecked rising world radioactivity. Agree with you on cause, but cannot. Repeat, cannot discover any means of stopping it. Radioactive count rising. All Asia covered with thick vapor. World disaster appears inevitable. Goodbye, my old friend. Signed, Nomura.
And Krolenko?
Much the same as Nomura. He's particularly bitter in view of the strides his country's made the last 100 years.
Why? Why have we failed? The biggest names in science working on just one problem. The answer negative. Oh, that radiation meter sketching out the pulse of a dying world. Radio facilities all set up.
Yes, Father, they're ready. You go on in 1 minute.
How does one tell the whole world that doom is only a few hours away? How?
I don't know how either, but I do know this. That in a world of people which in 100 years has learned to live in peace, to understand each other, has matured, deserves to know the true facts. 15 seconds.
I can't.
You're a scientist. Would you like the true facts withheld from you?
All right. my fellow human beings, what I have to say is based on proven facts. You cannot avoid it, you must believe it. In a few hours, you and I, all our loved ones, the whole earth will be dead. In the past few months you have seen how thick vapors covered your cities and towns, your small villages and homes. And now I must tell you why this has happened. 100 years ago, at the beginning of the atomic age, when the atom was a plaything, and the people of the world, like quarrelsome, headstrong people, a certain scientist discovered a rare element. After investigation, he placed it into a cyclotron and bombarded its atoms. A chain reaction resulted. A slow, imperceptible reaction. The scientist in his calculations made one small mistake, and though he checked and rechecked his findings, he never noticed it. The chain reaction grew and grew, the entire world slowly becoming radioactive. Recently the Count approached the perilous mark at which it is impossible for life to survive. This point will be reached within the next few hours. There is no escape. Listen. There is your heartbeat. This is an ironic tragedy which has befallen us. In the 100 years since 1952, you, the people of the world, have abolished war, disease, hatred and bigotry. But one tiny mistake committed by those before your time has outweighed all that in the balance of fate. I cannot give you hope, there is none. Nothing is left. Nothing to do now but wait.
How much time is there?
About 3.5 hours.
Let's check back once more. Perhaps something escaped us. No harm in trying. We've nothing to lose.
You are right. Come on. We'll start from the beginning. We turn the teletime set to June 30th, 1952. That's when Dr. Thorne made a mistake. Oh, what a wonderful scientific age this has been. Through this machine we can recapture the past, but the future is out of range. Now we'll turn the location dial to New York, and June 30th, 1952. There, watch.
There, for the 5th time it checks.
Well, are we all set, Doctor?
Yes, we're ready. Let's start the cyclotron.
Wait. Wait, you've made a mistake.
Oh, that's
You mustn't.
no use. Mary, it's too late to tell them.
Why, Father, why? Look, we've been able to recapture time. Why couldn't I go back into the past and make them discover the mistake before they make it?
We cannot change the past. Only a human being living before June 30th, 1952 could prevent this mistake before it happened.
But how could we get somebody from 1952 here? They weren't even close to time travel in those days.
Wait a minute. There is one man. A Sam Whipple, I think he's called. Yes, before all this happened, I amused myself watching him. A very serious young man, but quite amateurish. There he is, still working away.
Is that a time machine? But it looks ridiculous.
No,
it could never work.
No, it's all there. It's all there. It's only that the wires are not attached to the proper terminals. If he could only adjust that, I think we could control his arrival through this machine.
Well, there's my time machine. You hear the generator going? Well, that's the secret. I was trying to generate enough power in my time vest to free me from the gravity of time. Wasn't easy on the electric bills, I can tell you that.
Sam?
I had a sister, older. She means well, I guess, but...
Sam Whipple, are you down there again? Sam, don't you hear me? I want to talk to you. Sam!
Oh, Sarah. Want something?
Yes, here.
What about them? They're bills, aren't they?
Of course they're bills.
Well, pay them.
With what? There's nothing left after paying up for the last bills. Sam, it's not easy running a household today on your income.
Well, I've got some money put away for a new suit and a pair of shoes. We could use that.
And then you'd go to work looking like a hobo. And what would Dr. Thorne and the others at the laboratory say to that?
Oh, I rather think they'd say nothing. Probably wouldn't even notice me. Just a lab assistant.
Well, if you spent as much time on your work as you do with that infernal machine, you'd get someplace. You'd be someone. When are you going to give this thing up and stop daydreaming? Really, the neighbors are beginning to think you are crazy.
I assure you, Sarah, I'm really very harmless. But as for giving this up, this is what may turn my dreaming into reality.
As a boy, you were afraid to face things, and you still are.
Yes, I am. I don't like myself for it. Never did have much gumption. Afraid to talk for myself, fight for myself. Well, that's why, don't you see? I want to give myself a chance in another lifetime, 500, maybe 1,000 years from now. Maybe I could do better then.
You know, someday they're just going to take you away in a straitjacket. That's what's going to happen.
Oh.
And what about me? What's going to happen to me?
Sarah, I've taken care of you ever since your husband died, haven't I? Gave up my college career for it. Guess maybe that's why I haven't married either. I did think my first duty was to you. Well, you better stand back now, Sarah. I'm all set. I'm going to try it. You might get hurt. I guess not this time. It's these wires, if I could only get them straight.
Sam Whipple, that wire on the connection goes on the right. Father.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mary.
Father.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon for bursting in like this, but could
He
you
made
tell
it.
me where I am?
He made it. Sam Whipple, I'm Mary Jarvis. This is my father, Dr. Jarvis. Welcome to the 21st century.
Made it. My time machine works. I made it. Oh, thanks. Say, what year is this?
June 30, 2052.
Only 100 years. I thought I'd go at least 1,000. Oh, well. Say, your clothes, they don't seem much different from ours. I thought they'd be kind
Just a bit more comfortable, that's all.
Oh, mind if I look around?
Please do.
Thanks.
Father, shouldn't we ask him? It's almost 3:30. Only 2 more hours.
I know, but I think we should give Mr. Whipple a chance to get his bearings.
Say, wait a minute. How did you know I was coming?
The teletype said you saw. Through it we can look back into the past. That's how we knew.
Hey, that's wonderful. Say, if I stayed here, do you suppose I could work on things like that and all of this? I'm a lab assistant with Dr. Thorne. You know him?
We've heard of him.
I think if I could get to do some real studying at a good school, well, that would take money, wouldn't it?
That is not necessary. The government takes care of everybody's tuition.
The government? Well, how can they afford it, what with defense and armies and things like that?
That's no longer necessary. We are at peace with the world.
You mean no Cold War with any country?
No, we are all the best of friends.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh, I could like it here. What about diseases?
We've discovered the cause and cure of cancer, among other things.
Cancer. You know, My father died of cancer. Please, I have a favor to ask. Is it possible for me to stay in this century, live my life out? I'd give value in return. I'd work. I'd do anything. I don't have to worry about my sister. The insurance will take care of her. Please, is it possible?
I think so, but...
What's that?
Radiation meter. Measures radioactivity.
Oh, I see. We call that a Geiger counter in our time. Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't that mean there's something radioactive around here?
The whole world?
I don't understand.
A nuclear bombardment in 1952 started a slow chain reaction which has steadily grown into an overpowering radioactivity. At 3:30, the danger point will be reached. The whole world and all in it will die.
Oh, I don't believe that. I can't.
See for yourself.
Why do you think the fog is so thick outside?
But how?
A mistake?
Made by your own Dr. Thorne and Mr. Adams.
A mistake made by Thorne and Adams. Well, how can you be sure?
We saw them on a teletype set.
If only I'd known.
You know now.
Isn't it too late?
For us it is. There's nothing we can do. But this happened in your time, Sam. You could stop it.
You want me to go back? Oh, no. No, I can't. Dr. Thorne's a very important man. He wouldn't listen to me.
Make him, Sam. You can make him.
In the few moments I've been here, I've known more happiness than I've ever known in a lifetime. I wish I could stay, if only for this one last hour. But it means the whole world's going to die, doesn't it? All the people. Okay, I'll do it. Can you help me get back?
Yes.
All right. I'll do the best I can. And then, if you don't mind, I would like to try and get back here.
Oh, yes, Sam. Please come back. Okay, Dr. Jarvis.
All right.
I'm back. Hey, where's my umbrella?
Sam, where have you been? Where?
It worked, Sarah. It worked. It worked.
I don't
Here, help me
understand
get
what's
this
going
off.
on around here.
I'll tell you later. What time is it?
It's 3:10.
Past it. It gives me 20 minutes. I'll see you later,
20
Sarah.
minutes for what,
Don't
Sam?
have time. I've got to hurry.
Sam!
There, for the 5th time it checks.
Well, are we all set, Dr. Thorne?
Yes, Adams, we're ready. Let's start the cyclotron.
No, wait, please. You've made a mistake. You mustn't.
Who in thunder is this?
Say, I know you. You're one of the lab assistants. Whipple, I believe.
That's right, sir. I'm sorry to barge in like this. I hope I didn't startle you.
Whipple or whatever your name is. What the devil are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
sir. I know it must seem crazy to you, but have you checked? You've made a mistake on your calculations. I know you have.
But you've never seen these papers.
Yes, sir, I have. 100 years from now on a teletime set. Dr. Jarvis pointed it out to me.
Jarvis. 100 years. Well, this man's obviously insane. I'm going to throw him out.
I'm not crazy. You've got to listen to me. Dr. Thorne, have you checked these figures?
Of course, I've checked and rechecked at least 5 times.
Then please check them again. The whole world depends on it.
Since you know so much, where did I make my mistake?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this. If you bombard the atom of this element you've been working on, you'll start a slow chain reaction. It'll grow and grow, and in 100 years it'll destroy the whole world.
All right, Adams, I've heard it enough. Let's get going.
No, you don't. You wouldn't dare.
Burned it. It's burned.
I think you'll have to check back now. I'm sorry to cause you all this extra work, but you did make a mistake, you know.
What do you... Whipple, get out of here and don't ever come back. You're fired.
You can't fire me. I quit. Quit. Hey, that sounds good. I'm going back to the year 2052 where a man can have a future. Good day, gentlemen.
Burned. All burned. A mountain of work. Guess we'll have to start again. Adams, I wonder, do you suppose I could have made a mistake?
Hi, Sarah. How's my favorite sister?
You have gone mad.
Yep, gone happy and mad.
Where have you been? Where?
Oh, I've been over to the laboratory. Told Dr. Thorne he'd made a mistake in his calculations. He didn't like it.
You don't mean he fired you?
Oh, he tried to, but I wouldn't let him get away with that. I quit.
Quit?
Yep.
How we live?
Oh, I've taken care of all that. I'm going back into the future, and I guess in that case the insurance company will consider me dead, so that'll leave enough money to make you comfortable. Well, goodbye, Sarah. Here we go.
Sam Whipple, you're not going anywhere.
Huh?
I've seen to that. One of us has to have a head on our shoulders. Yes.
Oh, no.
I've smashed the machine.
No.
Maybe now you'll wake up and act your age.
Oh, Sarah. Why? Why, Sarah?
Can't you see it was destroying your life? I did it for you, Sam. Now come along upstairs. Come on like a sensible person, and I'll make us both some coffee.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Here, Jarvis. I'm not coming back. I can't.
Sam Whipple, I know you're not coming back, and I'm sorry. Well, Sam, I know you feel small and ridiculous, but you're not, Sam. You're a great man. You've saved the world. Someday children will read about you in their history books. Sam Whipple, who came out of the past and gave us the future.
Well, there's my story. Now, I don't know why anybody should call it fantastic, do you? But it is a funny thought, isn't it, to go through life with people thinking you're just a nobody, and then in 100 years to have your great-great-grandchildren coming across your name in a history book as being quite a fella? Oh, why don't I catch you up to date before you go? As you can imagine, I felt pretty low down after all this happened. Yeah, pretty low down. But then Dr. Thorne discovered he had made that mistake, and, well, he looked me up and apologized very handsomely. He still can't figure out, though, how I knew about the mistake. Anyway, he gave me a darn good job. Time machine. No, I never did try to fix it. Somehow, I don't know how, I seemed to change quite a bit then. Oh, I used to go out more than I used to, more get up and go. Well, I even had enough gumption to go to a party one day at a friend's house. Met a very nice girl there. Her name was Ruth. Funny thing, though, first time I met Ruth, why, she reminded me a little of Mary Jarvis. Well, anyway, Ruth and I, we hit it off fine, and after a little while, she did me the honor of becoming Mrs. Whipple. Just goes to show, I guess, a fella can have his future in his own lifetime, too. Oh, hi, honey. Well, I guess it's time to go now, so pleasant dreams.